Thank you, Marie. You know, there are a lot of stereotypes about us, about Christians, about the pro-life movement. Mainly two. We're old and we're white. We've been disproving that today, have we not? And we're going to continue in that vein. We have proved that we cross denominational lines, that we cross racial lines. Our next speaker is an example of how we cross age lines. Maria Hazel Lewis leads Pro-Lifers of the Mystical Rose, which is a pro-life organization that's led by youth. And the little child shall lead us. Maria's not a little child, but she's a beautiful young woman, and she's showing us that youth don't have to follow, that in the pro-life movement, youth can lead. Yes. Please join me in welcoming Maria Hazel Lewis.
We are here today to stand up so the next generation is not plagued by our mistakes. So let us be that voice crying out in the wilderness for righteousness. Let us be that light in a dark place that refuses to give in, to give up, or to give in any way to the cruel dictates of our world bent on death and destruction. Let us be that voice. Let us be that light. Let us be that light that overcomes the evil in our present to free the future of our tomorrow and change the world forever. Our founding fathers fought a war. They sacrificed their lives, their security, their happiness, their families, so that we could be standing here as free Americans, so that we could be guaranteed our God-given rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today, are we just going to sit back and accept the present attempts to enslave us? Or are we going to stand up so that every single American can practice his religion according to his conscience? The HHS mandate goes beyond and above religious issues. Every single American, whether believers in contraception and sterilization or non-believers, whether Catholics and Christians or not Catholics and Christians, must come eye to eye with the horrific truth of this mandate. For it clearly violates our Constitution, where it states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people to peacefully assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This summer, while I was taking a class at Los Menadas Community College, my professor had a question in one of the lab assignments asking what would I say to a male to persuade him to increase his condom use. I walked out to my professor and I politely shared with him that I was unwilling to answer the question because it violated my religious beliefs. I explained to my professor that I believe that condom use violates natural law as God has ordained it. I went on to say that I believe that the one and the only method that will 100% prevent conception and STDs is abstinence until marriage. I went on to say that the advice I would give a male is for him to abstain from sex outside of marriage and save himself for his wife alone. but my professor wouldn't respect my beliefs. Arrogantly, he cut me off and said that I had to put my religious beliefs aside and answer the question, or my grade would suffer as he would take points off the assignment. My God and my faith come above my grades. I knew that I couldn't answer the question in the way he wanted me to. I took a stand. I didn't comply with his demands. Wouldn't it be lovely if we could live in a world where everyone could practice their religious freedom in the public square freely? Put the issue aside. This is just one out of many issues, when day after day and night after night, our religious freedom is violated. My constitutional right was taken away, and I'm not going to stand by and let that happen. I do not want that for my children or our children's children. I do not want that for the next generation. Youth, just because we are young doesn't mean we can sit back. If we have time for Facebook, to go to the bowling alleys, to go to the movies, we have time to stand up, to be a life that makes a difference in today's world. As Bernadette Smith, founder of Ireland Youth Defence, states, how dare we go to the movies? How dare we sit back when we are facing the most calamitous and catastrophic issues of all time? As youth, we need to be willing to sacrifice our security for the cause, to stand up for our freedom. As youth, we need to be willing to make a commitment in our hearts, to put our life on the line, to fight a life and death battle. Are we willing to take such a stand? If we just sit back, we are sheepishly saying that the government can just walk all over us. We are saying that our God doesn't have any meaning to us. Let us rise from our comfort zones, rise above death, rise above ignorance and apathy, and tell President Obama that we will defeat him. Yes. We will bring back the America. We will restore our founding fathers' dreams. Let us say, Mr. President, we will win this battle. Yes. We will restore our founding fathers' dreams, where every man and every woman, where every girl and every boy, where every little voiceless unborn child can live freely. We will bring back a morning to America. So let's wave our banners up in the sky and tell the world that we will not stand by. We will not sit by. We will make a difference right now, right here, today. Thank you.